All right, let me get my stuff pulled up here.
So is this weird that, like, I love coming into the baby's room now? It's like my happy, quiet place.
No. Awesome. Deanna is 8. Well, Claire, so Deanna is what, 8 months pregnant? 8.5 months?
Yep, 33 weeks today.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my God.
No.
Hold him and I'll feed him when I'm done.
So I'm trying to, like, get everything done before we have this child. Yeah.
One, please.
That's understandable. Okay, so well, welcome everybody. So part of the stuff at Summit is I want to try to do a team call minimum once a month, so we can sort of plan.
Sorry.
And then maybe twice a month, depending if we have a lot of stuff going on or if other people have stuff to share. So what I kind of want to do is talk about the new product stuff from Summit, and for those of you that weren't there, and then talk about a schedule, and then go through like what we want to do in August, kind of what's coming up. I know we have Team Cup and stuff too, so there's a lot going on in August. So first off, for kind of the new stuff that's coming out from Summit, obviously Size got released. That is a coach exclusive until the end of the month. So you may have people who are like, well, I can't find it. Well, you can only get it through a coach until the 31st. So that is an advantage if you have people that want to do that. Like I had a girl who, she's like, I've been looking on the website. I'm like, no, you can't get it unless you get it on my website. So, if you have people that want to jump in, I think the decision has been made that the size group that started Monday, we're going to continue to add people through Sunday that purchase through Sunday, and then we're going to cap it, and then we'll roll people into the next group. So we'll talk about that in the schedule when the next group is going to be, because this has sort of become like my baby, and I'm going to be running size groups all the time, I think. So yeah, so. So that's I'm excited about that actually. So
hey Nicole, is it August 31st or July 31st that it's only available through?
Well, I have to look, because originally they said July 31st, and then it was getting released August 1st to like just Beachbody.com, but it's going to be a Beachbody exclusive through the August 31st, I believe. So it won't be available anywhere else, Amazon or whatever, through the end of August was my understanding.
Okay.
I can double check on that and make sure. I'll have to look in the launch details, and I can do that here as we go along. So Size is super fun for those of you that haven't tried it. It's awesome. It's on demand too. If you have on demand, you can check it out there, and I think a lot of us already have it. But it's really fun, and it's no joke. It's like work. Like you do actually have to, do a little work with it. So the other two things that are big are Beachbody Performance line and the Shakeology Boost. Those were the two things that they released at Summit that are now available. The Performance line is free shipping until the end of August. So that's exciting. That's going to be, I think, a big thing, I think, for guys. I think that's what we're going to attract a lot with the Performance line. I've got my sample pack, so I'm going to try it. Because there are some things in there that I'm actually really excited about, like the nighttime recovery. I'm really excited about that because I tend to work out late at night, and I feel like in the morning sometimes I'm like, so I'm hoping that will help. Plus I end up so hungry and I'm like starving like in the morning when I wake up, and so I'm hoping that too, just having a little bit of calories is gonna help with that. But I have actually sent the ingredient list to 2 people, one of whom is a friend of mine from high school. He is a strength and conditioning coach at Michigan, and I'm not really doing this for sales. I'm doing this because I want an opinion, because I don't feel that I have a huge supplement background, but I have read all the articles on it, that Beachbody has, and I feel that the science is there, what they're saying. They had some really good people that worked on it, developing the performance line. So I will let you guys know what he says. Because I guess my curiosity is like, what's in everything else versus what's in the performance line? Because I don't really know the answer to that. So I wanted to kind of see what they have to say about that. And then the other person that I'm going to send it to, which I haven't done it yet, but a friend of mine, her husband plays for the Philadelphia Flyers. And not only him, but his brother actually owns a performance, almost like academy, I guess, in Pennsylvania, and works with like high school athletes, college athletes, some professional athletes. So I'm going to send it to them. And I don't care. At this point, I don't really care if I have any sales from them. I just want to know what they think of it and what I can relay to other people. Because I think there's a lot of value in it. So that's kind of like to be determined. I will get you guys that information when I get it. But I would encourage you guys too, if you have any friends or family that work in medicine, physical therapists, sports nutrition in general, they do have in your back office, they do have product lists and ingredient lists. Ask them. Like, that's a great resource of information. If you just say, can you take a look at this? And what is this compared to the other things that are out there? And what do you think of it? And hopefully they will give you an honest opinion about that as well. So the Shakeology boosts, there is the Focus Energy, the Power Greens, and Digestive. So basically what they described at Summit, the reasoning behind that was that the original formulation of Shakeology actually had double the amount of fiber it does now. And they said that it was quite a shock to everybody's system with that. So they ended up backing it down, but they said that some people, because of digestive issues, want that extra fiber in their diet. So this is going to give them the digestive formulation has that in it. And that was the main thing that they talked about, was to obviously like get everything moving, not to like go into the nitty gritty of like, but it does have some probiotics in it as well too for digestive health. So that is something just that you can like, it's a scoop, you just scoop it in, you throw it in your shake. And it's, there to help you in that way. The Power Greens is actually the one that I think I'm going to order, because they had talked about it. Carl Deichler, his son is like, I think 6, Deanna, isn't that what he said? I think so.
Yeah, like 6 or 7.
6. So his wife was up there, who's one of the developers of it, and she was talking about how like that's one of the only ways she gets him to eat his vegetables is she makes like a shake, and not necessarily Shakeology, but she makes a shake and she dumps that in a shake, and then he doesn't know that he's eating vegetables.
That's awesome.
So I'm thinking that I'm maybe doing that as well, because my girls are really into like shakes. So we make like Greek yogurt shakes and stuff, and they're really into it. I may just sort of like dump a little bit in there. And let's see, the Focus Energy, I've read a couple things. I've seen some things, post accounts. I have not used it from people online, but it is, everybody that I've seen said that it's more, you're more alert. It's not a jittery feeling. It's not an increased heart rate. It's not anything like that. So it's, it's pretty valuable, I think, too, for people who want a little bit of an extra boost in the morning. Maybe they're trying to get off coffee. That's one of the main things that I've read about using it. Or if they, a little bit more focus, I guess. So those are all things you can order them on HD. So if you have people that are interested in it, you can order it on HD. And then the performance line can be on HD as well. So those are something to think about too for coaches. So if you don't, you can still get volume from all of those things. And I know that sometimes we get a little bit backed up on Shakeology, especially if you have a spouse. that you have under you as a coach and you have 2 Shakeology orders. So, there's a lot of different ways to do that. You can, if you have multiple Shakeology orders, a lot of times I get one that's packets, and then I do 5-day challenges and I use it for that. But this is another way to get that volume that you need without necessarily having to buy Shakeology every month to keep yourself as an active coach. So both of those can be ordered, one-time orders or HD. And then another thing too, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this to you guys, but I actually use the Derm, the skincare line. I like it. I have pretty sensitive skin. My kids have really sensitive skin. And I like the cleanser and the nighttime lotion and stuff like that. So those are all things that generate volume. And I'm going to buy those anyway somewhere else. And the price point for them is pretty much the same as I would pay anywhere. And this benefits my business. So if there are months where it's Shakeology is not in the cards, there are other things that you can do to get that volume to stay as an active coach. And that really comes into play as you start to add coaches under yourself and you become active and you qualify for those cycle bonuses, which Claire's probably what is this? I don't even know what this is. But as you get coaches under you, you have to have a certain amount of volume to qualify to get those bonuses. So, and you have to be active. So sometimes if you have a spouse that you're trying to keep active as well, then those are some ways to do it. And you can present that too. If you have coaches, some of the coaches are like, well, I have a backup of Shakeology. Well, that's fine. Then pause your Shakeology and do you need face wash? Or do you need eye cream? As 30 somethings sometimes do, So those are some things just to think about. Okay, so let's talk about the schedule. I think I posted in the coach group, Claire, I'll add you to that tonight. I just haven't had a chance. But I think I posted that we were thinking of maybe doing Shakeology August 3rd, but that might be a little quick, I think.
I like the 10th.
Okay. So the 10th then, 5-day Shakeology.
Was it Samantha say that the 10th would work better and she already has people? So yes. I guess if she already has people, that day at least will work for some of us.
Okay. Okay. So let's shoot then for August 10th. We'll do 5-day Shakeology. And that would mean then that let me get my calendar up here. So we would need to have everybody that wants to do it and ship by the 5th. Usually it's a Wednesday that we usually need to have that. So Claire, how this kind of works is, so we, as a team, we sort of gone away from the 10-day challenges just because a lot of us were feeling that by days 5 to 7, the engagement kind of wanes. People start to fall off. And then they're sort of well, I don't know. But by day 5, they're excited. They've seen a difference. They're what's next? And we've had some pretty good success with this. I know personally I've signed several coaches, had some really good challengers as well from this. And it just gives them, plus the price point, I think for some people too, having it be $30 is good. So what we do is we invite people to it. It could be past people that you work with that maybe have fallen off. It could be just new people. It could be people that have asked you about Shakeology in the past. I literally just catch up with them, shoot them a quick message, say, hey, I know that you've asked about this in the past. We're doing this 5-day Shakeology challenge. Is that something you would like? I've also done some messages, and I think a lot of us have of, hey, hey, I see that you're having, X, Y, and Z with nutrition or workouts, or, you'll see in your friends' news feeds, what they're doing. And if it sounds like Shakeology is a good option, then, that's usually where I start. you'll have people that'll just jump right in with a challenge pack, but a lot of times people want to try it first. And then they get into the group, they see what we do, they see the accountability and the support that you get, and then that gets them more interested, and it becomes a situation where they're like, yeah, let's do this. I'm willing to make the investment because it's worth it. And I can help you with invites too. So you and I can talk about that like this weekend or something.
Okay.
So August 10th. The other thing is that new coach boot camp. So I don't know if you guys saw it. I loaded all of the days in to it. And I know that Emily and Emily have a couple coaches that I think are signing this week as well. So basically what that is it's a 10-day training that Courtney and Rachel have developed. And it's been very successful. They've shared it with multiple teams. They've shared it with corporate. It's been pretty valuable to get people going quickly. So if any of you have new coaches, if you're a new coach yourself, I would really encourage you to go through those posts. And I'm going to be doing it as well. I've started to go through a couple of them, and then I'll put the comments into when I do it. But that is something I think is really valuable to getting started quickly and right. The other thing I wanted to alert you guys to as well, and I'll load the files into our coach page, but the links for the new coach checklist are in the welcome post for that. And there's a couple other things. There's a link as well to some training that's in your back office that is really good, actually. And that's all self-paced. So as you complete certain things, then it will open up more training for you. So that's something that you guys can look at your leisure. And then too, if you have new coaches that are signing, I would highly encourage you to add them to that group, introduce them. And I think for this month, we may not do like a set start date, because I just don't know that we're going to have people that are all going to be ready to go on the same day. So, I mean, I don't know about you guys. That's how I sort of feel right now. I feel like if we leave all of those posts up for the month of August, then we can start to add people and maybe get a little more organized for September to where we get some start dates. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't have any.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't have any new coaches, so whatever works for you guys. But yeah, I don't think we probably have the amount of coaches how Rock Solid has to like every month start on the same day. I feel like for us, it's just going to be a little bit less, which is fine. And you can just tag them and I'm looking at now, and the different videos. So I think that's going to start for August.
Okay.
Let's see where we are. Okay.
So then I would say if you have new people, I've sort of decided that if you guys have coaches that want to work the business, add them to my downline page. We can add all the discount coaches. That's fine if you want to introduce them or whatever. But I kind of wanted that group to be people who are working coaches, who are like wanting to train, wanting to learn, because that's a lot of the stuff we're going to talk about. And a lot of stuff that's been posted for discount coaches, it doesn't make any sense to them, or they're like, why is this showing up? So feel free to add them. I know that a couple people had Emily and Emily, who are not on this call, they had some people they were going to start to add. I think Sarah was going to add Sarah Perry. So yeah, then that's fine. That is absolutely fine with me. Go ahead and add them. I'll approve of whoever you add in there. I trust that you all are not going to add like random people. Okay, so size. I was shooting for the 24th start date. I had the date wrong originally. So the Monday the 24th as the second group.
For size?
Yes, for size.
Okay.
And I may be the person in Rock Solid that just runs one of those groups every 30 days. So it may not necessarily just be our downline. It might be other people combining, because that is obviously like a specific program. It's not for everybody. Oh my good Lord, these messages are driving me crazy.
Yes, it is. It's so fun. It is really for everybody. If I can do it and love it, it is so for everybody.
Okay. So yeah. So that's what I was kind of thinking. And that would also coincide with the end of the previous size group that started. So that would
Perfect.
be of their time. And then if, I don't know, I'm not a real big stickler about this. Some of these other coaches are of like, I'm like, well, if they start late, then just roll them into the next group. Like, it's, come on. I mean, I understand for organizational sake, but I think we've seen with this existing size group, I don't think we have to have daily posts in there to direct people to do anything.
No.
All you need to do is like just let everybody post their dancing videos, and it's awesome.
It's so much fun. It's been a blast.
Yeah. So I don't have a problem with like we can just roll people in and out of those groups. But that would be like, if you have people that are buying in the next 2 weeks, I'd be like, let's plan on starting on the 24th. And then we can go through. And so yeah, so that would be the plan. So now I guess my question to you guys is, what else do you want to do in August? If anything, is there a free group you want to try to do? Is there, I mean, because we can do all of that.
Well, maybe we could do like some type of like a clean eating group or something, since I just didn't necessarily have like the meal plan like 21 Day Fix does.
Yep. I don't know. We actually have a team script for that. For clean eating, for a 5 or a 7 day.
Mm-hmm.
And we have all the daily posts that can either just literally be copied and pasted, or they could be used as a guide.
Well, okay.
So that's completely doable. Those are sometimes a good way to get people to, like for new coaches especially, to get people in. And they don't usually take a lot of advertising. Not really advertising, or it doesn't take a lot of planning. Like you can start inviting people like 3 days before, because it's all free. So it's not like they have to purchase something or wait for something, or, it's pretty quick to get people into that. And you usually get a really good response. So that's sort of up to you guys. Like when you guys want to do that, usually free groups are good the beginning of the month. And for that reason, because if you do the free group, then that would give them a week to kind of see what the whole Beachbody situation is, or what our job as coaches are. And then a lot of times that will coincide with rolling into a Shakeology challenge. And then at that point, you may have at least a week or two left in the month to convert them to a challenger. Does that make sense?
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Tons.
So I guess there's 2 questions. One, when do you want to do it? And who wants to take the lead on it?
All right. Well, I feel like I need volunteers to take the lead on something for my own accountability. And I'm not 9 months pregnant like Deanna.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say come August, it's going to start being, I feel like, hard for me to do and keep up with a lot of the stuff.
I agree.
Totally up for helping in any way, but for me right now, leading, like, it's the last thing I need on my plate.
Yep.
So, but I am there with you guys for support and to help. I just can't read anything right now, so.
Don't worry. When you start breastfeeding, you'll be on Facebook all the time because all you're doing is like,
Yeah,
you're
so
like,
come like
You chair.
October, September, I'll have toys.
that's how I got addicted to Candy Crush was when I was breastfeeding.
Yeah, oh my god. I could see that.
What?
Oh my God,
I
that's
never-
hilarious. I had to delete my Candy Crush. I wasn't even pregnant or breastfeeding because Rick said I was on it too much.
Okay, so all right, so let's pick a date. We're lucky we have a lot of Mondays in August. So
Do you think we could even do it like if we start the 5-day on the 10th, we could either do it the week before, starting like this Monday? I know that's not a whole lot of time, but like you said, Nicole, you don't need a whole lot of time to invite people to these things.
no, you don't. And literally, like, I know there's a couple times where I've just posted like, hey, I'm doing a free group, and I've sent out like a quick like 10 to 15 invites, and literally almost everybody says yes
Yeah.
because it's free.
What do you mean when you say you sent out 10 to 15 invites? What do you mean?
Okay, so I like just people that I chat with. I mean, I think at this point, when I first started, it was a little bit difficult for me, but I think now, like, everybody knows that I'm a Beachbody coach. It's not like it's a secret. So people that I just have a conversation with, I'm like, hey, guess what? I got a free group on Monday. You want to do it? And they'll say yes.
Okay, but what about when you were newer, like me?
Okay, so honestly, a lot of times I'll just post like a picture of myself, like working out, or a picture. Like, Sarah, you made a bunch of stuff from Fixate, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So take a picture of something that just looks delicious that you've made.
I'm licking the sauce right now off the
There you
food.
go. Okay. So take a picture of something, a meal that you've made, and you
Okay.
can just post on your personal page and just say, like, I literally am licking the spoon, like, because that's what you're doing. It's not like you're, like, I am like licking the bowl of this, and you can say something along the lines of like, it shocks me that this is actually healthy for me or whatever. And then I would see who responds, because you'll have people be like, what's the recipe? What's this? What's that? And then you could say, well, guess what? I have a free challenge Monday. You want to learn how to do this?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I like that. Okay.
So it doesn't, and I think that was something they really drove home at Summit, was like, and I have to work on this as well myself with social media, is that you don't have to post, like, it doesn't have to scream Beachbody. Like, it doesn't have to do that. I think all of us are to the point now, and even Claire being new, but I mean, for those of you who don't know Claire, I mean, she ran a marathon when she was pregnant. Like, she's like into health and fitness, like, and all of that. So anybody that knows her, that has her, she's talking about like going on a run and having energy because of something, or like fueling up after a run or something. No one is going to think twice about that. They're going to be like, oh yeah, well, we know that because she runs all the time and she does races and she does all of this. And, so those are the kinds of posts of what you're doing that day. And then you'll see who comments, and all you got to do, then that's an open invitation to have a conversation with them.
Yeah, and I would
Okay.
do it on people that hit the like button. They might not even comment. Those are other people that just personal message relationship. Like, hey, I saw that you like this post, and it just leads into a conversation.
And are you guys like sending them personal Facebook messages, calling them, texting them? I mean, obviously we don't have everyone's phone numbers that we talk to on Facebook, but
I use Messenger a lot, mostly like 100%.
okay.
Yeah, I almost do exclusively Messenger, or I, if they start to talk to me in the post, then I just talk to them in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And do you do it on your private page, or you do it on your wellness page that you guys have?
I do both.
Both.
And that's only because I have I don't know that you don't have to do that in the beginning, Claire, because I mean you're like literally like brand new. So
Right. I'm just asking because of my job, I really don't post anything on my Facebook page anymore except for my blog with the kids, just because it's just become bad. So I probably would have to make a page just for that.
And you can do that. So what if you're going to do it with that kind of page, if you're friends with them, then they'll get your direct messages.
Okay.
If themselves are on, if they have Facebook Messenger themselves, then usually they will get them directly as well.
Okay.
If you're, and that's probably all that you'll deal with at the beginning. But I've done some promotions with my page, so I'm starting to get people that I've never met. I don't know them, and they like and comment on stuff. And so that's where it gets a little bit complicated, because a lot of times your messages will end up in their like other folder and they won't see them. But at the beginning, you're fine, because primarily the people that are going to be on there are going to be your friends or friends of friends. So you can direct message from that page.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so do we want to shoot for Monday? Regroup?
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, we can shoot for Monday. Sure.
Okay. So 8:30. Okay. Okay, so I'll write all these. What?
5 days or 7 days?
What do you guys want to do?
I'm fine with whatever.
5 days.
Okay, 5 days. We'll do 5 days. All right, so 5 day on the 3rd, and then, okay, so 5 day free challenge on the 3rd, 5 day Shakeology on the 10th, size on the 24th. I do not know what is going on as far as sales go yet. I should find that out on tomorrow, actually. No, Friday. I should get an email Friday about it. Size is still on sale through the entire month of August for $140 for the challenge pack. And then there are there's the Kickstart Challenge Pack 2, which is the program with the 3-day refresh. And then they have a challenge pack for the performance line as well. So there's a lot of different options. I am guessing, this is just my guess. I'm thinking it is probably going to be a Tony Horton workout, because we haven't had one of those in a while. Or I don't know if it could, maybe they'll do like Body Beast or something. Because I don't think they do another Shaun T program. I mean, maybe they would. Maybe this is like a month of Shaun T. I don't know. But and we had Pio not that long ago.
Yeah, Pio was in the spring. I could see them doing like keep big, like the size, and then do something a little bit less obscure.
Yeah. But the only reason I'm thinking it's a P90X possibly is because that would be the higher price point challenge pack. So if it was going to be the higher price point, it would need to be P90X T25. What else? I mean, Insanity, but I don't know that they do 2 Shaun T programs in the same month. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe it'll just be the performance line and size, since those are the 2 new things. But I'll let you guys know. I'll know that on Friday. Okay, so for those of you that are in Team Cup, have you connected with your teams? I mean, Kirsten's on my teams. Deanna, Sarah, have you guys connected with your teams?
I'm not on a team. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize what you were asking at first. Yes, I have connected with my team.
Okay, so they're like a lot of the teams too. Sometimes your team will do groups or whatever. So feel free. I mean, if there's something that they are doing, or if they don't know what they're doing and you want to invite them to do it with us, that's fine. I've just sort of decided for my own sanity that we need to do like a calendar every month. And then if other stuff comes up on, like a team cup and you're working with other people, you want to do something else, that's perfectly fine. But just so that we have a guideline of what we're doing.
No, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So team cup is just fun. I mean, I don't know. Some people take it more seriously than others and are really competitive about it. But it's about working with other coaches, getting to know them, bouncing ideas off of each other. It's fun. It is. It's really fun. Okay. Do you guys have any questions? Anything? Issues?
Not right at this point.
Okay. Sarah, that was fantastic. Your summary from Super Saturday. Thank you for doing that.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Sorry it was like so long.
No, that's fine. It's perfect. The last thing I want to talk to you guys about too is when it comes to Journey to Fit. So Claire, Journey to Fit is like, we broke off from Rock Solid a little bit because the general accountability groups and some of these other groups were just getting so overwhelmingly big. It was like 300 or 400 people in it. Like you could not find the challengers and their posts, and it was just like bananas. The notifications were like crazy. So we have a general accountability group right now with all of our challengers in it that aren't doing something program specific, that are just sort of, it's just a place for them to hang out. It's like Rock Solid, or what was that? Solid as a Rock. Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's our Solid as a Rock, basically, and it's much more manageable, and it's a place like a holding ground for people to do it if they're, depending on what program they're doing. But I wanted to throw out to you guys, like, so that group and then the 21-day fix group. I mean, do you guys, any of you want to like team up and take ownership of those groups and come up with ideas and, make them your own for the team? I mean, because I would love to delegate. So, or is there another group that you guys want to do that you kind of take ownership of? And
Can we think about this?
yes, you don't have to answer today. I just want to put that.
Okay.
I just want to put that in your head that is definitely something that I would love to do. I mean, because I think all of us have the intention of growing our teams and adding more coaches and getting people, into leadership roles. So I think that it's just naturally sort of like, okay, we're going to hand it down and you guys run with it and do something. Maybe it's something different. I know, like, so this was my brainstorm about it. Because one of the Emilys I was on the call with her earlier this week, and she is she's actually a swim coach. And so she's very big with nutrition and stuff like that. And I was like, and she loves 21-day fix. So in the back of my head, like the wheels are turning, and I was like, you and Kirsten can start to maybe take that group and you guys can start to do stuff with it. And that doesn't mean you have to post every day or plan something every day. It's more of like, okay, maybe we have a weekly topic. And then those are the kinds of things that we start to post. Or maybe we do a game or something. Or, I've got so much random stuff here. Like if you need a shaker cup to offer up for like, to get okay, everybody that posts about drinking their water gets entered to win a shaker cup. I got a shaker cup. I just got these babies, which I'm really excited about. I got some size headbands or like hair ties. Those, you will see those in one of the size groups. Those will make an appearance. I've got sweaty bands. I don't know what else I got over there. I got a bunch of stuff. So, if that's something you want to do, let's do it. Get the engagement up.
Yeah, I love doing the challenge groups. I need to figure out how to get people in them. I could challenge group all day long. It's getting the people in them.
Okay, did you guys see the invite scripts that the email ones? Were those helpful?
Yeah, I got to get organized, but yeah, they're very helpful to read through for me.
Okay.
What did you just ask about? The what?
The invite or the email stuff that I'm sending now to my my leads.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to continue to add to that. I'm going to start to add like invite scripts. The biggest thing I think that you guys need to do is just start talking to people. It doesn't have to be about Beachbody. It's just messaging people and starting to open up that conversation. And it's as simple as like, yeah, my kid threw up on me yesterday too. I mean, seriously, like that's, it's opening up those lines of communication, because that's how people, like, you have a genuine interest in them. And if you don't have a genuine interest in them, you're just in it for the sale, you're not going to go very far in this. Like, it's about wanting to help people and having a connection with them. So just start chatting. Send out let's say between like now and Saturday, start 5 conversations with people about anything. Doesn't matter what it is. Because when you start to talk about stuff, they're going to start to ask you what you're doing. You're going to start to ask them what they're doing. They're going to say like, hey, I saw you posting about this. What's this? What's the deal with this? Or like, what are you doing? And then and then it's not like you send them a link to buy Shakeology. Like that's not what it's about. You're figuring out, and when you're having those conversations, you're figuring out what works for them and what's a good fit for them. So that's very important. Like it's not, and this took me a while to learn. It's not what's on sale. It's what is right for them. And that the sales stuff is awesome and it's a bonus. And a lot of times, like when we have a 21-day fix on sale, 21-day fix is great for a lot of people because a lot of people struggle with nutrition. So that's a great program for people if they do that. But, like it's about finding the right fit for them and what's going to make them successful. So 5 conversations by Saturday. Can we try that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Anything else that you can think of?
Not right this second for me.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I'll post a calendar just as a reminder in there. I am still trying to get these summaries from Summit done. It's just been wild at our house. So they will be coming up here. We're actually driving to Michigan on Friday, so I have some car time that I'm going to try to get everything organized, and then I can just pick them up real quick. I will post the business opportunity call that we did tonight.
Oh yeah, how was that?
It was really good. We didn't have a ton of people in it, but I think it is definitely something we're going to do on a regular basis. Because it was like, we had it, even with like 15 minutes of questions, we had it all in under an hour.
Oh, that's good.
And I think it puts a face to a lot of the stuff. So we talked about basically a lot of stuff we talked about in the coaching sneak peek, but it was all condensed. So we talked about the 3 vital behaviors we talked about. We talked about the compensation, but not the same way that we have in the past. So it was more like, what has the money done for us? Like, it's allowed us to go on a date night, or it's allowed us to go. It wasn't like numbers based, like, oh, well, you get this amount of money when you sell a challenge pack. So I think it went really well. We had actually a couple coaches on there from other teams, and we got great feedback from them,
awesome.
saying that they thought that it was really valuable and it was much more personal. I think I'll post the recording.
Great.
You can look at it. And then it's definitely something I think we're going to do on a regular basis. So, yeah. So, okay. Well, if you guys don't have any other questions, then that's all I have.
Okay.
Let me know if stuff comes up, and then we'll go with those dates. I'll get with everybody else that wasn't on the call. I'll post this call as well too, so they can see it. If any of you have coaches that, like Sarah Perry, Sarah, you might want to tell her to walk.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, and then we'll go from there. So, okay, Claire, I'm going to email you all the stuff here in a couple minutes.
Okay.
And then,
Sounds good.
and then I'll follow up with you because I need to get to bed here because I have to get up at 5. But I'll email you the like initial stuff, and then I'll follow up with you tomorrow.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yep, sounds good.
And then I'm unplugging a lot this weekend, so because we're gonna be on like a family kind of vacay. So if you guys have stuff that comes up, maybe just a text message or a PM is probably the best way for me to see it. So,
Okay.
So we still have time.
All right, sounds good.
Go, go, go.
Okay.
All right. All right. Well, I will.
All right.
I will post all this stuff, and then we'll be in contact. And let's get ready to roll for August.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
Have a good night.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.